G'day, it's Friday and that means TPI Friday at Aussie Golf Pros. Since doing my level 1 qualification with TPI, I've been doing plenty of screenings with my clients, and one of the big areas that we're weak on is hip rotation and also lower leg rotation. So what they did is they gave us a test where we can check out that lower quarter. So we're going to get a couple of clubs. We've got a 5-iron and another club. We're using a 5-iron here because it's about the lie angle of about 60 degrees, and that's how much rotation we should at least expect. So I'm going to check my backswing first. I'm right-handed, so shoes off because the foot can move in the shoe. Going to have our foot straight against one of the shafts there, and most of the weight on this this trail leg straight, and we're going to see how much rotation of the hip. So hands on hip bone. And away we go. Now I'm not quite making that 60 degrees. I'm a bit tight there too. I'll hold a shaft there so you can see. And I'm just a little short of that 60-degree angle in the backswing. My downswing, let's check that out. So we're going to come to this side. Weight now on the lead leg. Again, pointing to the shaft, nice and straight. Stand up tall. And what I find there is I'm short of that 60-degree angle as well, and that leg stays straight. So we're checking the internal rotation of the hips there and the rotation of the lower leg. And clearly we want to be able to rotate more easily and have more freedom of motion, because that can affect the golf swing. On this trail leg, if we can't really turn into that hip, then we might sway, or we might stand up out of the swing, or the swing might be a bit shorter, can't turn as well. Or we might even reverse pivot and come this way because we can't turn as well. In the downswing, if I can't internally rotate that lead hip, then again, might stay back, might sway, or early extend. So for me, that's typically what happens, a little bit of early extension or coming out of posture, both in the backswing and the downswing. So we want to increase that range of motion and open up those hips a little bit. Let's try this. This is a great little dynamic warm-up to help you open up those hips. So onto your back, legs apart there, feet flat on the ground and arms out. And then just going to let our knees fall to one side. So what that does is I'm externally rotating the lead hip, internally rotating that trail hip, the right hip there, and what's going to want to happen is your lower back might want to come off the ground. Try to keep it on the ground, and then we're just going to let those knees fall. We're not forcing it. There shouldn't be any pain. We're just letting those hips warm up and start to rotate a little bit more. Lower back wanting to come off the ground there. And just by doing a few reps of that, you're going to start to see an improvement in your rotation of your hips, and it's going to help you in the golf swing.